Alumano, ya warena, ya rebege, na ya bu yenedo. Iye gariobe, gara ke na modian yibebo, oba moto ye. Iye gariobe, gara ke na modian yibebo, oba moto ye. Veve mamude, ego devo, ibebe mamude. Ibebe mamude, ego devo, ibebe mamude. Ogie mo wigwa review, ogie mo wigwa review, o wita akbe my do. Edigwe agbe me o ma. Edwin Idahosa o. Okun ba e ogbofi oba. Iwe Edwin Idahosa o. Okun ba e ogbofi oba. Edwin Idahosa. Evianuri ebera kambi wa biliobe. Uga sowu benare kita. Uga sowu benaru biakuta. Edwin Idahosa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is J.R. Sydney for the Sydney Table Talk Show, the Stts. Right now, I'm about to respond to Edwin Idahosa, who calls himself Eddie Murphy. I don't know what makes him Eddie Murphy, because the man called Eddie Murphy is an intelligent man, but this one is a bushman from Nigeria, you know. Some few days ago, or some few weeks ago, I made a video to spread the information that the Oba of Benin was still using human beings for sacrifices. In fact, I correlated my video back to his coronation. And as I was expecting, actually, I knew very well that the first person that would jump to the social media to criticize me or to insult me or to try to sort of intimidate me would be Eddie Murphy. And that is, as a matter of fact, that is exactly what happened. But this time around, I would like to tell the public of how I really got wind of that information. We all remember that the incident of Eddie Murphy at the palace in Benin, when Eddie Murphy visited Nigeria at one time, sometime 2 years ago. Eddie Murphy was stripped naked in that palace. He was forced to drink the urine of the Oba of Benin. We all remember, I think the video is still on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. We all remember that when Eddie Murphy came back from Nigeria, in one of his first videos that he did, Eddie Murphy actually threw light on why he actually allowed his dehumanization by Tony Kabaka and some palace attendants on the orders of the Oba of Benin. Now, how does this relate to the Oba of Benin using human beings as sacrifices? It does, because Eddie Murphy told us briefly in one of his first videos when he came from Nigeria that he only allowed his dehumanization for a reason, because he was told that if he does not allow or he does not perform those rituals, he will be used for human sacrifice. Eddie Murphy told us. I think for those of you who are interested in facts, you can go back and look for some of those videos when he came back from Nigeria after that incident. To find out those videos, if he had not removed them from the net, but so far so good, I have been able to download those videos and save them to a hard drive, removing the link, so that whenever he takes them off the websites, we still have them as evidences. Eddie Murphy told us that he was threatened briefly. But again, what happened? And how did I finally know that the Oba of Benin was actually using human beings for sacrifices? Before I go into that, I want to remind you people of one thing. I want you people to remember the person of Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is mentally unstable. He's a bastard who is completely sick. He's mentally unstable. He's not a normal human being. It was Eddie Murphy who told us of how he slept with the brother's wife. It was the same Eddie Murphy who told us that his in-law, Bob Obolarieko Izua, is an assassin, that he was a killer. It was the same Eddie Murphy who told us that his friend, the drug dealer, Colin Somewhere, his residency is tied to psychiatric problems, that he was psychiatrically not balanced, that he was a sick man, that his residency in Germany was issued to him because he has mental problems. The same Eddie Murphy. It was the same Eddie Murphy who told us that Iranomigo is a terrorist. The same Eddie Murphy who accused Murphy Face of being a terrorist. The same Eddie Murphy who accused the organization of the great people of Igodomigodo, as terrorists. I think briefly you people can understand his personality, why I said he's not mentally balanced. We hear all the information from Eddie Murphy. Now let's go to the point. How did Eddie Murphy send this information to me? When Eddie Murphy came back from Nigeria, a friend of mine who is very close to Eddie Murphy, unknowingly to Eddie Murphy, that I have a friend who is very close to him because he lives very close to Essen. Eddie Murphy lives in northwestern Germany, Essen. A friend of mine who is his friend, as a matter of fact, still his friend, I would not mention his name. He visited Eddie Murphy. And according to him, knowing Eddie Murphy, he was surprised that Eddie Murphy allowed himself to be used. So he questioned Eddie Murphy. He asked Eddie Murphy, or Edwin Idahosa, but why did you, Edwin Idahosa of everybody in the world, why did you go so low drinking those things when you do not even know exactly what they were? If they were poisons, they were attempt to eliminate you. Why were you drinking them? Then Eddie Murphy opened up to my friend, who happens to be his friend. Eddie Murphy told this guy that, as a matter of fact, that morning he went to the palace himself. Nobody took him to the palace. Nobody dragged him to the palace. He went alone to the palace where he met Tony Kabaka. On arrival at the palace, Tony Kabaka took him to a secret room in the palace. In this room, Eddie Murphy was surprised to find over 100 heads of human beings, human skulls, scattered all over this very particular shrine they call Ososomaye. And then there was these 5 human heads that were more recent. Why were they recent? They were recent. He adduced they were recent because they were still having human hairs attached, even if they've decayed, but human hairs were still attached. So Tony Kabaka now told him, he said, Eddie Murphy, listen, you know why you are here now? We want to show you how powerful the Oba of Benin is. You see those 5 human heads you are seeing there, those ones with human hairs? They were the human beings that I brought. This is Tony Kabaka. He was now telling Edwin Idahosa. They were the 5 human heads that I brought for Obaeware during his coronation. And for anybody that behaves the way you have just behaved, when we get him, just like you are here right now, we will use him as sacrifices to Ososomaye. So he told Eddie Murphy, if you do not allow us, or if you fail to perform those rituals publicly for people to see, since nobody saw you coming here and we did not bring you here, so there are no evidences to show that you are actually in this palace, and nobody who has seen in this palace would go to testify outside because we are all on oath. We will just use you for sacrifice, and that is the end. So the only solution is for you to condescend to whatever we want from you. At this very particular time, Eddie Murphy's hands were tied. He had no pants. He was naked with his penis dancing some acrobatic dance, So Eddie Murphy felt pity for himself because He understood, according to Eddie Murphy, what he told my friend. He actually understood that at that point in time, he had already made a mistake of coming there without no witness. That whatever that happens to him, as a matter of fact, nobody will testify. And because, again, he was living in the hotel of Tony Kabaka. So it was quite easy for them to eliminate any sort of evidence that would have connected Tony Kabaka, the Oba's palace, to the disappearance of Eddie Murphy. So Eddie Murphy found himself actually in a very deep shit. So that was why he came out of that room and allowed them to deal with him as a stupid human being. In fact, what happened? During the oath-taking ceremony that you all saw there, Eddie Murphy drank the urine of Oba Ewari. They gave him the urine of Oba Ewari, and they gave him some fetish substances which we do not know what they contain. And they were all given to Eddie Murphy. And that Eddie Murphy, or Edwin Idahosa, he consumed all this shit. Now, ever since he came back, and don't forget you again, let me remind you this. If you people go back and listen to that video, you would hear what Eddie Murphy was asked to repeat during the oath. Eddie Murphy was asked to take oath that whenever anybody is talking about the Oba of Benin, if he refuses to defend the Oba of Benin, that his future generations, himself, his father, his mother, his grandmother, his grandfather, and unborn generations, even his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, they will all perish. This was the oath that Eddie Murphy took. So you see, when Eddie Murphy came back from Nigeria, initially, it seems he was some sort of mentally okay. But after a while, he became mentally sick. He started saying all sort of rubbish, insulting everybody. Initially he said, oh, he was going to kill Tony Kabaka. Tony Kabaka did this to him because Tony Kabaka was his in-law. Tony Kabaka was blah, blah, blah. Then, all of a sudden, Eddie Murphy made a U-turn of 360 degrees. When he made that U-turn, he now swore that he will kill himself because of the Oba of Benin. Invariably, what I'm trying to make you people understand here was that Eddie Murphy is insane, completely insane. Now, the same Eddie Murphy is now accusing me of insulting the Oba of Benin. And he's now the one saying, I sunu yo. Eddie Murphy, when you come out Edwin Idahosa, Ususo Mayini, Okia Boy, Egbo Mo, Egbo Amenuda, your children, they are not part of the game. The game that I and you were playing is between me and you. Ebo me Eddie Murphy, look at me, Ebo him. I will give me Ugo Dua, Mega. I give me bomb to be making. If you are not able to be you are with you, who can so like you are so when you son it when you shout in it, who can shout like him? I give me, I will be tell me away. One of my existing, I'm gonna Eddie Murphy. So this was how Eddie Murphy gave the story. Now, for those of you who are Benin people, I want to relay this story very briefly in Benin. If we go to umama we guaro, umama van guaro, umama son guaro, umama ta guaro. Omakwe na do pe video so na do tabe no ba ya ye ma ya zese. Wagi no me wi ya he me na he. Edwin Idahosa na terantiri. Ne rumoi. No talonegba, ne rere magba. If no ma mi ota, if no mi ota. Eddie Murphy o hamo se me no si o Veni Tony Kabaka ya re like egun egwaba ina do mi hu ma na gbona wa gia le luto isen no ison pa na aro isen ni oni oga Iyoba oni oga Yobijo Obiesan Obi Ekurion Obi Hausa Fulani de bawi obo we no we Tony Kabaka ya ka mi o ni ke eni keke ne if no see any na we na de we o ma ekpe na ina ya zese ito kirikiri na yari ahụ eto ni kabaka na kama iwe mabege Edwin umana kwe na yawe ya na vembo be mana ma agbo ya ma wa fi wa mu ba ya mana nda unyiwe nu nyu na aru yoba koma no ru yoba mana ma fi mu yi but uga hunda no na oro ameni aya we vembo nimeka mu we na abane di mofi wa ya na bana wa e story ni ka mo si me no si me ka mu wa na quite down yo iya bana wa na gba bo ivie ku na ona la wuto so di mofi wa ni e beg no hana amu ye wa ga mia we na di mofi na da ko wa ro video pa no pe ona we degeti ye makwe ni ayin vembo iya wa gbisi hin wa yiwa e no see e wo devil we e di mofi ni oyo boy wo ya riba omaro pa mamu arriba and wo riba ni omaro pa lele gbe so di mofi maga mo se dege and wo be mia e uto wetu ni kabaka yi ti wa gele gbe wo we ba age hem wa ai wa tago e wa ge o ari o amagi mi won we cortis if won do mo ni cortis o ya ga gbise ka ni ya fian ya mo gbe ya mo fo ikopa ara we ari cortis to gbe o di mofi wo hani o yin ko ni ayin ya lulame ni ya lani e di mofi ni ni a o be do la de ro challenge me we ai sunu jo kinya je maze se gwa ba o ba me ti na yo mana gun azese o wo do amega if we do why mudia all of you should stand up for this matter. We will definitely end this barbarism of the above Benin. E di mofi o Tyler dia unwe di mofi e me no ta mo se me e me ho e me ka mo o pe ni yin me na me re de tell me la dia because i me ko igwalege we ogasege omanase okpa na vie imezi gbe na eme na no sego ego e mawayina. So you see unwe di mofi you tell her wo ba yi ma yazese be even we Tony Kabaka to boy retire e go na agbe preach for gigo obe fear for about Tony Kabaka without dem kiri aya we yazese e Tony Kabaka we gbe retire ba be gbe di mofi obe fear for about we dem zeze aya we yazese obe tie se we we na agbe no we commander general of Obaro ya shit no we ati prince do say obe tie so iya unuya e mana no ye gwa ba ya ovion ba o no sunu we gwa ba me ovion ba me minus sunu we ba. I am equal to the Oba of Benin by Nigerian constitution. We have the same rules and regulations. We have the same rights. I am not a slave to anybody. I am not a slave to the Nigerian government. I am not a slave to the state government. So I cannot be a slave to a common traditional ruler like the Oba of Benin. Ovion ba eboba gbe eboba tin obi godo mi godo ni mekere obi godo mi godo manaki. We are the aborigines. Wadameni kamona ma edimofi ogun oba ni okan agbo e egbo omo o agbo la emi ogun asan okan agbo e o we aso la emi na gekita ya mi ni kama ya mi na egbo to o aso la emi na gekita o ma mu we edimofi. You said that the boys in my city, they should come and fight me in the city of Genova Edimofi. Do you think I'm afraid of the boys in my city? I'm not afraid of Edimofi. But let me tell you one thing. The boys in my city are serious boys. They all have series of problems here they need to resolve at Edimofi. They are looking for documents to conduct a better life at Edimofi. They are not like you. Oh, ego na when I cookie more, we ya live, we ya spray too. We are both in Nigeria, and social media at Edimofi. A boys in the Remana, they are all struggling. These are people, Etinya na Wuluyi desert. They saw people die in the desert at Edimofi. The same people they struggled, they passed through the desert. Are you getting me now, Edimofi? When they win all they went through the desert. These same people, they came through the Mediterranean where thousands equally died again. They are looking for documents to better their life. Where? No, we the good. You are now telling them to come and fight me. Edimofi, any one of them, no matter not do Weibo, let him come and fight me. I'm not running. They see me every day in the city. They see me every day. Let them come and fight me. Do you know what? We are not in Germany, Edimofi. My petition, I'm already preparing my petition against you. Thank God I have all your informations. I will petition the Interpol, the German criminal police, and the Italian criminal police. You are organizing, you and the Oba of Benin and Omwede, that drug dealer, you people are organizing nothing but a mafia network in Europe. So anybody that does not accept slavery, to be a slave to your dirty Oba of Benin, that person must be silenced. But you cannot. Kuwe kobawe, ogwomba no agbeluwa. Edimofi ogwomba agbuwe gboba ewa. Once, I have gone to Lagos more than 3,000 times since I was born. Edimofi. I have never had a Yoruba man swear Ogun for anybody. I have been to Ore, I have been to Akure, I have been to Igbokoda, I have been to several towns, Abeokuta, Ibadan, Ife. I have been all over, all war. It might home you by Dokbati Ogunoma or Tishangonoma. How come is it in Benin that this thing is a phenomenon? I got to go Ogumba Buhungwa. Because I don't know if they are part, but if they are part of a billion, because your children are not part of it. But Ogumba ne, all Boviomba, when Eranomigo, where Ogumba Yagboomba, Eranomigo de Dobuwe. Or you are saying that the boys in my city are Bamuri de Mofi. Who are so with you? You are too small, Edimofi, to challenge me. You are too small. Instead of you to go and learn how to read and write your name, motherfucker, you jump to this social media every day, making noise, insulting people. We cannot hear nothing. Eh? You made noise and made noise and made noise. You went to Benin. They naked you like a rat. Oba of Benin are down on it, man. He will pay me no less than 100 million naira through the court. 100 million wagba. I will pursue that case until I'm giving all my money. Oh my man. Everyone here can make him in Nigeria. Who is he? Is he the only first class traditional ruler in Nigeria? Who is he? Edimofi Gwente Obama. Well, that is your business. But let me tell you one thing, Edimofi. I don't go down into private matters, But any monarchy be an abuna uhiona ladia. So I mean one malalu abia. You understand me? But why unisan you will keep you well ladia. Also na ho. If we mu we Edimofi Edwin that's if we mu. Ibiere uya sign ya mi go yin biere hu. If only have a gone where you can baby but waiting baby but manage ROS baby. I'm going to face you thoroughly. I'm already preparing a petition. I want to ask the German government to investigate. They should carry out a DNA test on those children who are going to and that is the first question. Because you are committing a severe crime in Europe and you are making noise and nobody is petitioning you. You think you can go free, you will not go free. We live in a standard world. I am going to deal with you ruthlessly. If you boy wegui or what region of what bubi no gia renia do bubi on. People who are struggling here to survive. Near na yokpa wo mania yiva wo mania. Oldwa if abitemi and rebel Genova wagama. Why been at anybody? Don't fight for the Oba of Benin. Oba of Benin okay no teru wa here be korio be kovia. Okay na here. Anam ye weru wa you mighty train over. Most of you now struggle through the desert to get here. A winning all what bubi you know. Well, get down because what down, I will send you to prison straight. I'm not the normal Nigerian who will pity you. I won't pity you. And let me tell you, if you slap me, you disappear from this city. Because if you do not disappear, if I don't send you to prison, you are a dead man. That is the truth. I can guarantee that you are a dead man, excepting I'm dead when you slap me. If I'm living, you are a dead man. I'm guaranteeing you that this is J.R.O. Sydney. I'm not boasting. But I know that you people are too intelligent to listen to that moron, that goat. No man worker, no who do I go on internet? He didn't work continue as if he has done something very great. The error working here is a murderer. Tony Kabaka is a murderer. Then walk back. I mean now you walk back while here, walk here. Oh, agbe o baba son o agbe o baba van Edimofi. Èmi on pa ron bo yo wa nínú bo ni mu ya yen. Amo agbo o wa ni yo o ven. Wa mi re ni isango ba ni o kan van o gbo wa ni yo bo. Wa ho bastard. Who are you? A way. O agun egbon. I will teach you. I will bring you to a classroom and teach you how to survive. You are talking to an intelligent man. Osi Morocco, si Morocco. Uno ya si ya do bosi Morocco. Do I smoke with your mouth? Why? Osi Morocco, osi cooking. 6 months okay like about Benin. 6 months of baby London ya drill blood na ya changes again your egbere. Household. Wo e mo gbele wa. Wo e na gbele wa. Meje gwa badia. Wo do tare wo ba yo wa se Edwin Idahosa. Jire ni kama wona. Ogun ọba ẹ ọgbọ fi ọba Edwin o. Ogun ọba kí á gbẹ Edwin Idahosa o. Ogun ọba agbowẹ. Ogun ọba ẹ ti gbọ̀wọ̀n náà fi ọba. Mẹ́rọ̀ fi ọba. Ibi du igodo níyà igodo mi godo yẹn fi ọba. Ìyẹn àyọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ìmọ̀ ní àyíká àwọn ìmọ̀ ní. Owó dùá ẹ̀ máa ga. Máa gẹ́ bọ̀. Mo gbọ́dọ̀ yá ara. Gun akérèbè tó ogun gbélé ní mi ẹnẹ ṣàgbé gbélé ní iye ọba lọ yẹn bọ náà tí ẹ náà ma dèrè èkó emu wa èkó emu ma níbi du ǹda wọn ṣe lè gbé náà mú ma Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ is a Muslim. Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́ is a Muslim. Ìwádìí ẹ ọba wà kiri bastards we are talking they are talking emmanuel I mean useless people emmanuel we Italy. Are you mad? Are you mad? Do you think Italy is Germany? When 14 years imprisonment, you want to push people into prison. You are there in Germany collecting free money. You cannot even apply your single senses. And you call yourself Edwin. Like playing no tobo work in Germany idea, man. Don't send anybody because men will not get on higher because you are not a serious human being. You enter your plane and come to my city, come to Christopher Columbus Airport, Waseba. Like boss, come to Genova, Brignole. Show my picture to people. They will show you my house. I live very close there. Amana mwikunwe babe wa. Oma gbon working. Social media social. Oma gbon working. We go on we go. Bastard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to close this show because naturally I didn't want to talk to this asshole. Who is he trying to defend? He's defending an asshole. That's the Oba of Benin. The Oba of Benin is an asshole. He's defend who? The Oba who is sleeping with the mother of his wives, who wants to sleep with the mother of his wives, and he has been sleeping with them. This same Oba of Benin will sleep with his housemaids. He had children from 2 housemaids. Now we just discovered that his first son, one Eric or so, is a son to the younger sister of his first wife, who was an housemaid to them while they were in the United Kingdom in his early days. He never took care of that boy, you know? Nonsense. We just want to keep quiet. These people keep provoking us every day. Now, look at the last wife, the one who brought a child now from America, the one, according to they said, it's a vitro child. I don't know, every child to me, they are very special. I wish that child a long life and prosperity as well. I'm not going to wish her bad. That same woman is a cousin to the Oba of Benin. She was an housemaid to Princess Imariabe Erediawa, who was equally her cousin and a wife to him. This same girl was a housemaid to Imariabe. This is the same person that this household, Edwin Idahosa, wants to defend. You will not be on Edwin. You will not be on her. Well, my viewers, I want to say good night. I don't want to get too rough with this asshole. It is not my usual way of getting. I'm getting really mad with this bastard. Good evening and may God bless you. Remember always, COVID-19 is real. Stay safe and keep your distance. J.R. Sydney for the Sydney Table Talk Show, the XTTS.